Godzilla. From another anime-style trilogy movie series. I say this a lot, but not the most screen time, but pretty powerful. Let's get into it. First off, in his lore, he's might be one of the biggest Godzillas of all time when it comes to size. I mean, obviously, he's not as big as the Godzilla from the Singular Point anime, because that Godzilla's like the size of the universe. But yeah, this one's still big nonetheless. At the events of the end of the saga, he's actually way bigger than the 2014 and the newest movie's Godzilla by a pretty large margin. I mean, we're talking about a Godzilla that's 300 feet tall versus a Godzilla that's 900 feet tall. Oh yeah, they did confirm his height. This Godzilla has a lot of similar Godzilla abilities and stuff that we're used to. Yeah, he's kind of old and he evolved over time, getting new abilities and evolution. Stated here that he's been evolving for 20,000 years, a life form that originated from plants. And yes, when it comes to this Godzilla in particular, there is an implication that his size does correlate to how much stronger he's gotten. Like, I haven't even got on his blast power yet, but they literally talk about it here, that his size correlates. Because with his heat rate blast power, he was able to, mess up the development facility. This is back in the day before he got the power up of being bigger and stuff. He's 6 times his original size, using that for a basis of his output. They imply with the amount of raw power he's gotten, that the stuff that would usually work on the old Godzilla wouldn't work on his new one. So yeah, it does correlate to his power output. He's gotten stronger over time. Godzilla's been ruling over the Earth for so long that the Earth itself seems to actually serve Godzilla itself. Creatures turn into Godzillas to the point where his cells, he would accidentally create little baby clones of himself, or subspecies, one could say. It's stated here, the services ecosystem serves one individual. It's Godzilla. That's how much of an impact he's made over all these years. Yeah, the environment starts looking like him. It's talked about here on how Godzilla multiplied via cell division. So it's like little clones of him. Because in the movie, the human characters did defeat a Godzilla, but it wasn't the main one. This is basically where a big reveal happened, where they thought they did the real thing, but they really didn't beat the real thing. This right here is where everybody realized this was a bigger version, way over hundreds of thousands of tons. And we did all that work just to defeat a fake version. Talked about here about how there's Godzilla subspecies. And Godzilla can do the standard energy projection type stuff. This Godzilla got some interesting energy projection, more than what we're used to. Here's a couple of attacks that look different and unique. So throughout this video, if you see me bring up stuff of the Godzilla clone, just know it shouldn't matter. It should apply to the main Godzilla. If anything, the Godzilla can do anything his little cellular clones can do, but better. You know what I mean? When it comes to radiation and the energy he puts out, this should apply for Godzilla. The main one. They measure energy in the gigawatts and stuff, 180 output. They talk about atomic breath, all that stuff. Godzilla's always scattering radiation. He's just always giving it off. This Godzilla is unique in the aspect of he can give off electromagnetic energy he can get off and put off. His cells function as a powerful electromagnet. High frequency electromagnetic pulse he can generate. That's part of the reason why he has like a shield that increases durability and stuff. You see the visuals of the shield. And you see visuals of it. Like, yeah, he literally puts off electricity type energy or electromagnetic energy. Blast. Every time he's getting ready to attack, you see like a surge of energy, concentration. This gets ready to happen when he's getting ready to blast his heat ray. Hey, they even do us a favor and give us official stats for the heat ray, saying it was 3 terawatts, far beyond their estimations. Just food for thought when I do bring up his blast power. Just to give you some context on why his blasts are so ridiculous in the first place, his heat ray attack has a super vibration wave attack that can shatter matter down to the molecular level through sympathetic destruction using high power electromagnetic microwaves. Other properties about him that you're probably used to is that he has amazing regenerative capability. I'm talking about regrowing destroyed organs. Okay, going off his sheer size, most Godzillas weigh between 90,000 tons and 100,000 tons. And if this picture is an accurate depiction of how much bigger he is than the other Godzillas, he would have to be over millions of tons, guys. Like, his leg is literally bigger than the entire body of certain Godzillas. So him supporting millions of tons on his back is definitely believable. This is probably an oversimplification, considering that we've seen him swipe really hard and do all of this with a tail swipe. Him leveling buildings or city blocks should be easy to him. I mean, he might even do this just by walking, guys. That's how easy this would be. I would even go as far as he can lift more than hundreds of thousands or even millions of tons, maybe even billions of tons. If we go by this visual of him just standing up and pretty much being able to mess up this mountain, you can see it for yourself, creating a shockwave after. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, he can literally destroy a mountain. His blast is more than likely scarier than nuclear bombs by a lot. Like this Godzilla development plant, he can make a gash in it with his blast and stuff. They talk about it here. Why does it look like it's a big old gash in this area? Because Godzilla opened it with his heat ray. Burned down this development facility with his blast power. But let's not mess around. Via this stuff being translated, it's pretty much stated he can shatter a planet. All that building destruction, mountain destruction stuff is just light work. Yeah, so planetoids like the moon, it's implied he could destroy with his blast. Or just a regular sized planet like Earth or something. Nuclear strikes. You remember that shooting stuff that I brought up earlier? Yep, that kind of helps his durability. That's why you can spam a whole bunch of nukes at him at the same time, and it won't take him down. I'm talking about 150 nuclear warheads exploding at once. But to get a real understanding of Godzilla's might, you gotta kind of analyze Ghidorah of this universe. Yeah, this Ghidorah of this universe is kind of like a cosmic being, so he's kind of busted. Yep, this can give you the real understanding of his blast power. See, this Ghidorah is from another universe, see? And due to his weird nature being from another universe, the laws of physics don't apply the same way like we're used to. Like he literally breaks physics. They even talk about it narratively, so it's not my opinion. They even talk about, yep, another universe. Laws of our world don't apply to it. This brings me to the fact about this black hole. Realistically, this black hole should have instantly destroyed the planet, but due to the physics being weird, that's probably why the black hole isn't reacting the same way. This is a being that is literally stated to be able to destroy this planet. This is a being that can create black holes that act like real black holes out of absolutely nowhere, but due to the physics, it reacts to things differently than when it normally would, because this should have just destroyed everything instantly. Space-time is breaking down. It's a singularity out of nowhere. Now we're getting into power far exceeding that of planet-shattering levels. We're talking about sun-shattering power. Like, because these black holes in the past, in this universe, are ridiculously destructive, but made by Ghidorah, has actually destroyed a planet swallowed by a black hole. So I'll let you know these black holes are ridiculously powerful. That's why you will see certain moments where Godzilla's blasts were actually unsuccessful and they will bend around because of the gravitational field and stuff. So yeah, that's some crazy gravity. But Godzilla eventually got enough raw power to eventually mess up these different black holes with his raw blast. Yeah, look at that power. Moments like this imply he could easily destroy the world because he can spam these kind of blasts. That was one black hole, then he blasted another one. There's implications this Godzilla could destroy the sun. He just spamming blasts that can level black holes. So this blast has enough equivalent energy to pretty much mess up a star, actual real black holes as well. They even go as far as talking about the distortion of light. Like, you know how black holes distort light, pull light in, nothing, not even light can escape the gravitational pull. You see where this is going? Stuff like this, when translated, they talk about how you could shatter a star. Yeah, guys, so basically Godzilla Earth has the blast power to mess up millions of Earths with one blast if we wanted to, based on his blast power destroying these black holes and stuff. Yeah. There's implications he could be stronger because when he was fighting this higher dimensional being, I'm not saying he's equal to this version of Ghidorah. This version of Ghidorah was kind of broken in his true self state. He's like a cosmic being, but like Godzilla at one point seems to be able to kind of hurt Ghidorah, at least in this little avatar state of Ghidorah for a little bit. What do you think the limits are for this Godzilla? I mean, he's a Godzilla that destroyed black holes in the past that was able to swallow a planet and destroy it, you know. But before I get going, everybody, Godzilla himself would like for you to hit that like button for me real quick. It would really help out. And thanks for the donations, guys. It helps out a lot. Respect Godzilla Earth. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.